are in the Yukon, Kluane National Park. We're about to hike the A'ay Chu Trail. Don't know if I said that right, but we're hiking up to Observation Mountain. We're doing it as a 3-night, 4-day hike. I'm here with Kai. Will is in the van. We got our stuff all packed here, and we're gonna try to hike 12 miles today. Yep, 12 miles today. And we're gonna have a couple of river crossings, maybe up to our knees, maybe up to our waist. Guess we'll find out when we get there. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning and we're ready to head out on the trail. Yep. We have 22 kilometers to go to Canada Creek. So off we go. We're only about a kilometer into the hike. The views are absolutely beautiful.
Phenomenal. Magisterial.
And as Kai said a few seconds ago, what'd you say?
Only 21K more to go. Yay.
Yay! Alright, we got our first crossing. Me and Kai are gonna go across first.
Are you gonna jump or?
Huh? No, I'm not. I can't jump across that. I'm gonna go over there.
Okay. So chill. Like, we don't even need to be or anything. This ain't bad at all. It's like barely shin deep.
We made it across. We're live. It wasn't deep at all. It wasn't hard to cross. The water was just freezing. And Will was brave enough to go across 3 times. Because we recorded with the camera on the other side. Because it made for a nice shot. So he decided that he was going to go back and get it. Thank you, Will. We are heading over to that little bump over there-ish. We're just stopping here to have some sandwiches and cheese. This is our view for lunch. We're about 2 kilometers from the campground, and our feet are sore.
These weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Will's almost out of
Trail mix.
Trail
and
mix.
granola
So
bar.
is Kai.
Yeah, I finished mine.
I got all mine still.
Self-control 0.
Yep. Our feet are a little bit wet too. We did some swamp crossing. Thank you, Will.
Oops.
We have a little bit of uphill to go after crossing a little bit more swamp. Hopefully it's not too wet again. I'll blame that on Will again.
If in doubt, blame the Will.
And then we'll be at the campground for 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah,
So,
it's gonna be fun.
yay.
It's been really an interesting hike so far. I've never done a hike that's this flat and this beautiful. Normally, I think beauty on hikes is correlated with the elevation gain. And like the more elevation gain, the more beauty. And this hike has been very flat, yet stunning the entire way.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
No. I can't wait for dinner.
Okay, well, then let's go get some dinner.
We'll see you at the campsite.
Depending on the time of year, the last place you may be able to fill up water before Canada Creek Camp is a little section of boardwalk along the river about 2 kilometers from camp. We filled up on our way in, but there is an okay water source near camp. The water there can get silty from the sandstorm, so make sure to bring some coffee filters to help filter it out. Good morning. Today we got up a little after sunrise. We got a little bit of color in the sky, a little bit of light on the mountains, and then the clouds came in and decided to cover the beautiful light. So I just had some trail mix for breakfast. I had a tea and I'm just staying warm in the tent for now. The boys are down making some oatmeal for breakfast, but I'm just gonna have my trail mix. It is super windy out today. You could probably hear it. But it picks up a lot more than it is right now. I am not looking forward to hiking up to the viewpoint on the plateau today. The wind is going to make it really cold and not fun. It's pretty chilly out today as well. And we have some creek crossings to do in this, which I am not looking forward to. If it was yesterday, I would have been okay. Yesterday's creek crossing wasn't too bad, plus the sun came out and provided a little bit of warmth compared to what we will experience today. Cold wind. Any recording that I do today will likely be voiceover because it's so windy out. It'll make the audio on this mic really, really awful. So anything you see from today will definitely have to be a voiceover. When hiking up to Observation Mountain, you have to cross Canada Creek. The trail takes you to a deeper section of the creek, but if you get a little map of the park from the park office, you can see that there's a section of the creek that is more braided, which makes it so much easier to cross. Canada Creek can be a real problem, especially on the way back to camp, as meltwater significantly raises the creek throughout the day. The earlier you cross, the better. We've been told the creek can be more than waist deep, but luckily we didn't have to experience this.
How do you guys feel about making it all across?
Are we done?
Yep, made it across. It wasn't bad, was it?
After crossing the creek, the trail can be difficult to follow. There are cairns, but some are small and they're hard to find on the boulder field. I recommend downloading the map on all trails so you don't miss any turns. Make sure to bring some hiking poles because the climb up is super steep and it feels never ending.
They are especially useful on the way down. You gain about 1,000 feet of elevation gain over 2 kilometers.
I can't keep up. Oh my god! You can see it? Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow, that is a river of ice.
Once you reach the plateau, it's a beautiful 2 kilometers to the glacier. The climb up is tough, but don't give up because the view is truly spectacular. The Kaskawulsh Glacer stretches out 5 kilometers across and disappears into the massive mountains, looking like a giant river of ice. Make sure to take your time on the way down. It's very steep and some sections could be a little sketchy. Alright, so we made it back to camp safe and sound last night. The river crossing on the way back was just absolutely miserable. It got insanely windy. It got really cold really quick. And there was like sand just flying in the air everywhere. It was so windy yesterday. I got sunburned and windburned. When we got back, we just got all so tired that we didn't even have dinner. And when we got to the tent and looked inside, there was just silt absolutely everywhere, covering everything. We had to clean it all off. So you could see here, there's silt all over. The sleeping bags were just covered in this. You could see it all under here as well. We cleaned off our sleeping pads, our sleeping bags. It was just absolutely covered. It was so gross. But then, after we're done cleaning, and Will was done cleaning up down at the cooking site, he came up and told us there was an amazing aurora show. So that was really nice to go outside and see this epic aurora right above our heads. It was green and it was beautiful. Chill here for the day. We're all pretty exhausted. We got another night here. We got 3 nights at this campsite. And we decided we're gonna spend the next day just kind of hanging out, relaxing, recuperating, and then we're gonna head back out tomorrow. So early enough in the morning so that we get back to the van at a decent time. But yeah, just hanging out here for the day. It's another insanely windy day. But it'll be nice to chill for a while. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on our future adventures. And I'll see you guys in the next one.